I've never been to Africa before. That's the few continental that I had never put my foot on. I think a lot of people come to here, they still have that mindset, like here's just a bigger zoo. Here's nature. That's something we're missing in the modern world. You are just a small, tiny piece of the entire environment, no different than a tree.
We started working with Yao in about 2006. The first project he did was a public service announcement featuring him blocking a bullet from an elephant.
保护野生动物就是保护我们的未来。
As soon as we hit the plains and he saw the elephants in the distance, I could see his face light up and I could see he suddenly knew he was in Africa.
Elephants are still pretty happy on this land. You can see they are just like a human social. They have families, they eat, they rest, and they play together as a group.
Having Yao Ming here, it's incredible to have a man of that stature who's never been to Africa, never been in among the wild animals and particularly the elephants, because here is a paradise for elephants. I was in the first wave of researchers that came and found these wonderful, undisturbed elephants and started studying their behavior. I looked at them as individuals, which was, at that time, was a very new way of studying zoology. My first study of elephants, I had to get them with their ears spread out because I needed identification pictures. And you identify with the edge of the ear, the little notches and the holes. But the people you're going to meet today, especially David Dabalan, he can tell about 500 elephants apart.
As soon as I see them from far, all of them, about 600 elephants individually, that's just like knowing about 600 people. They are now greeting each other. See that? Actually, they say, hello, how are you doing?
I like this small tusk on that small one. That reminds me of my baby.
You have this female here with long tusks. She's the only one now also left in this particular family. The whole family has been wiped out from poaching. They're very social animals. We think they get very depressed. You see those the secretion, that thing that looks like tears, just on the side.
Yeah.
That's a sign of being very stressed. She used to have a big company, but now she's just on her own.
Any way that elephants have the sensitive can detect those poachers?
There's very little that the poor animals can do when you have a gun. The matriarch is the bank of the knowledge, which knows where the food is, which knows where the safe places are. If the bigger females have gone, these young calves are very difficult to survive.
I brought Yao Ming here to introduce him to Samburu village. Elephants here, first of all, they are our heritage, wildlife in general. And the people here, they depend on wildlife. 10 years ago, you would see elephants passing right next to the villages, but not anymore because they've been killed. When you target all these mature females, the matriarchs, you are going to destroy that family unit. You're going to destroy that fabric of socialness.
I think we have to go this way. He is a young male who had many years to live. The poachers chopped off the face and removed all the tusks. He didn't have that much ivory either. The sad thing about this is almost killing a young generation.
We are taking care of the baby elephants.
Guy is about 1.5 weeks.
Weeks?
Yes. We had to rescue them because they were left when they're still very young. The mothers have been killed. They all come in different shapes and sizes and all traumatized. We take care of them 24 hours a day. We have to feed them every 3 hours. We have to be with them. We have to touch and show them company and compassion. Then they feel all right. If you blow down the trunk, they get to remember your scent for quite a long time. We have a big problem in our country. Lots of elephants are being killed and we're not happy about it. We're worried about it. We don't know when this will end.
40 years ago, Africa had 1.3 million elephants. Today, there's just 400,000. So you can see the big difference.
This is from Shimba Hills.
Shimba Hills. The poachers would be looking at the more mature elephants. They look for the more mature ones. Yeah.
But they still take the babies too, Kev.
Yeah.
There was a lot of elephants people can see running on the field, eating, playing. Maybe one of them were being killed only because their tusk is being valuable for some of the people.
There's no bottom to it. If trends continue, the majority of elephants will be wiped out in Central Africa.
I just hope we can limit those activities to keep this land still peaceful, full of life, with all the people here and animal.
Most people, when presented with accurate information, are ready to make the right decision. That is not to buy these illegal products from endangered species.